And say who you are.
Hi, I'm Karen Watska, Ben's aunt and godmother. I don't know how this isn't funny. I found this poem, and it's so appropriate and beautiful. I wish I could say I wrote it, but I didn't. The title of the poem is He Is Gone. You can shed tears that he is gone, or you can smile because he lived. You can close your eyes and pray that he will come back, or you can open your eyes and see all that he has left. Your heart can be empty because you can't see him, or you can be full of the love that you shared. You can turn your back on tomorrow and live yesterday, or you can be happy for tomorrow because of yesterday. You can remember him and only that he is gone, or you can cherish his memory and let it live on. You can cry and close your mind, be empty and turn your back, or you can do what he would want, smile, open your eyes, love, and go on.
That was a nice poem. My name is Nick Madsen. I am Ben's cousin. I don't know what I'm going to say, but I've known Ben my whole life. Great guy. Consider him my best friend. Whether it was times when we were younger, terrorizing our younger siblings, Spencer and Jamie, to just going on our Florida trips and having fun. Ben loves his family very much. He's glad that everybody's here for him. This is exactly what he wanted. Sad that the Packers had to lose the last game we went to, but I was looking forward to many more with them, and I know he'll look down over us many years to come. So.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy. I'm one of Ben's very good friends. I met Ben and Beth and Annabelle going on 10 years ago. Fantastic time. You know, you look at somebody and you think it's going to take a long time to become friends, and I look at somebody as a very best friend, and it just happened instantly. I look around the room and a lot of us are crying, and it's sad, but I think Ben, if you guys know Ben, he's snickering and making jokes about people in the room, talking about some sort of funny movie line that we had seen, and it's about being happy and celebrating Ben's life. I think of a lot of stories that I recall over the 10 years, and 10 years ago, I think this month, we were out recruiting for work, and Ben and I went out to a furniture store that sold suits, and he and I both bought a suit that was $16 each. and last night I tried to find that suit to wear for Ben because I know he would have rather me wear a $16 suit in this room and just laughed at me and called me a punk or whatever he wanted to call me, but he would have loved it. And I spoke to Ben last week, and he was so happy, and he's so happy with his family, and he's so happy with life, and work was going well. And I'm glad I got to speak with Ben last week. And I'm going to be sad this fall when I get to talk to him, or I'm going to miss talking to him about the Bears. And excuse my language, he's going to call my Bears pussies, because that's Ben. But I love you, Ben, and I'm going to miss you. Sorry.
Hi, I'm Andy Freilich. I'm Ben's cousin. Just want to start by saying that Ben was always a lot older than me and my brothers. We're on the other end of the spectrum of the cousins. But he's always a great guy to look up to. Always gave us the time of day, even though we're just little kids to him. But I was requested I read this letter that made its way from Florida on a 21-hour drive last night. This was from Ben when he was, I think, 9 in 1987 to his grandparents after one of his first Florida trips by himself. It reads, "Dear Grandma and Gramps, thank you all for the nice stuff. I really had a fun time in Florida. Thank you, Gramps, for taking me swimming every morning. See you in January. Love, Ben. P.S. I miss you already." I think I can say, Ben, we all miss you already.
Hi, my name is Margaret Batchelor, and I am Ben's cousin. Growing up, it was just said, there was, the older cousins. There was younger cousins, and I was kind of right in the middle with Amelia and Ashley and Amy, and we were just kind of in the middle. And Ben was a little bit older. But as we grew up, we became a lot closer with when you guys moved back up here, especially, and we really had a lot of fun with you guys. And when Justin and I, when we were having Grace, we were thinking who we wanted to have as a godfather for her, and right away we thought of Ben. And I really am glad that he was really excited to be godfather. And for Grace's first birthday, he went out and bought her the DVD of The Godfather. So she has yet to watch it. But I'm sure when she's, at least 18, she will. And he was such a wonderful guy, and I know that, he's gonna look down and guide her and everyone from home.
I'm Don Williams. I'm Ben's stepfather. I love Ben like a son. He's, as I told people, he's the best husband and father that I've ever met, and I hesitate. I have one small story, and I hesitate to, I don't think Ben will mind, but I have to tell you folks that I'm one of those Bear fans. And again, Ben knew I loved him, so I'm going to share this story. I might, I hope it doesn't change your opinion of Ben. Ben, many years ago, I don't know the circumstances, but this isn't really a story. I just have to confess that Ben at one time gave me, he had a Bears sweatsuit in his closet. I hate to break the news to you people. This is a true story. He had a Bears sweatsuit in his closet, and he gave me that sweatsuit about, 8-10 years ago. So I just feel it's time that I shared that story. Ben he's the only person I know that, and I'm sure he didn't share it with too many people, that, he loved the Packers, but he didn't root if they weren't playing the Bears. Like I said, he's the first person that I've ever met, and that goes both ways, whichever team you're for. But he, I don't know if it was, I'm sure it wasn't respect out of me, but he really didn't mind the Bears, and then your secret's out, and just wanted to share that. But I'm so proud that I was able to be his stepfather for these number of years.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm one of Ben's cousins from the other side. There's only 5 of us total, so not as many as the Fairlake side. So Ben was always a big goofball, as we all know. And I guess the 2 things I remember most was when him and Spencer created a Facebook page for Uncle Don. And I think it took him a long time to figure it out, but it was actually pretty amusing when everybody was requesting to be his friend, and I'm pretty sure you guys were posting a bunch of stuff, and it was demanded pretty quickly that he take that down. And then I think there's a cat daddy story. When my mom, I think it was in the 1970s, so really a long time ago, she bought my Uncle Mike, Ben's godfather, a little troll thingy. It was the ugliest thing you've ever seen. But for some reason, my Uncle Mike kept it for a long, long time. And I believe Ben swiped it one day while he was over at my Uncle Mike's house and proceeded to take pictures with Cat Daddy all over wherever he went, and then would post them. And I think it also took Uncle Mike a long time to figure that out. So that was just Ben. He was always the life of the party. Every Christmas Eve we'd have a big small gathering on our side. And, it was so nice to see him and Spencer and Uncle Don together. So, He's a splitting image of Uncle Don, and so are you, Hayden. He was a great guy, and we're all gonna really miss him. But we have a lot of good stories and fun memories, and you can live on with all that goofiness, because he would really appreciate that, and I can tell you where Cat Daddy is.
Ben's stepmother and his mother. I don't even know who I am. But every Christmas, you know what disappeared at my house? Baby Jesus. Ben would always hide baby Jesus. And he's been around already since his passing, showing us that he's still with us. All you people know these darn little claw games that they have at the stores that the children think they need to play and put their 50 cents in, they've got the claw, and the claw drops the thing, and then it goes back. And then they get another 50 cents, and they don't get anything. Saturday, we all went out for lunch at a local pizza place, and Annabelle had some money to play with this little game, and she won 3 times. Honestly, 3 times. You never win anything. And the 3rd time, she won a little bear in her daddy's favorite colors, red and black. And on the little bear it said LOM, love of my life.
Hi, my name is Mike Capitz. I had an opportunity to work with Ben when we opened up our American stores in St. Louis, and I spent about 6 months or so with Ben, basically building up that opening of that store, and it was just an amazing experience to work with him side by side. He's inspired so many people, not only in that time that we opened up that store with all the people that he brought in, but even just so much further beyond that with all the different locations that he worked throughout the company we worked for, and all the employees that he coached and trained and really inspired to do wonderful things. And I was always amazed at Ben at all the things that he could do to inspire people, the funniness and the goofiness that he would bring into his meetings, and the way he would get people fired up to perform. And I can still hear the Eye of the Tiger. That was our opening song that we would play at our morning meetings during our first day of grand opening when we first opened those stores. And I just want to say he's just such an inspiration, and he did just some wonderful things, and he's touched so many people throughout his time that he's worked in management, and just a wonderful guy, great individual, and we could all inspire to be like him and inspire those around us.
I'm Annabelle, Ben's daughter. I just want to say I'm going to miss going to see movies with him. I remember on my birthday when I turned 12, he took me to go see Hangover 3. And most recently, he took me to go see Anchorman 2.
I'm Heidi O'Toole. I'm Ben's sister-in-law, and I can't believe how much we looked at all the pictures of how we all grew up together, and it's amazing. But I also remember my grandmother loved Johnny Duncan, and he would always come over to her house and say that she would sit there and can we listen to Johnny Duncan? Grandma, can you get out the Johnny Duncan records? And he would sit there and listen to them. And I'm like, Ben, you're joking, right? You can't really like Johnny Duncan. He's like, no, I really like Johnny Duncan. So when we moved my grandparents out of their house, she saved all of the Johnny Duncan records for him. So does he still have them? I think so, yeah. So Ben was always, he's just an amazing guy, and we're all going to miss him. So.
Well, I found out a few months ago, that for 7 years, my dad has told me this little lie, how when he was in high school, he was in this Willy Wonka production, and I believed him all 7 years. I was really disappointed when I found out. I actually started crying. He would always tell me that it was in Uncle Spencer's house, and I always asked if we could go get it. And, well, we never did. I was pretty upset about that. And every time my mom would say, "He's lying, it's not real," I didn't believe her. But now I know she was right. Yeah.